Hello, you've reached Aneri Bellamy with High Performing Coaches. I am here with, say your name for me again,
Krishna Bhatta.
Krishna. How do you like to be addressed? You like to be addressed with,
You can call me Krishna. You can call me Dr. Krishna Bhatta.
okay, Dr. Krishna Bhatta. Okay, let's go with doctor because it definitely goes in hand with what you do, right?
Right.
Thank you so much for your time with us today. Thank you so much for the impact that you're making on the world. I know we did a little chatting about your brand and your app and what you're doing, and I think it's just beautiful. It's much needed in the world today. So thank you very much for your efforts in that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to ask you a couple of questions to allow you to leave even more impact on the world. And that first question is, who are you purposed to serve?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. And basically, what is our purpose as a whole, as a human being? And my book is called Journey from Life to Life, but it has a subtitle which is Achieving Higher Purpose. We all have a higher purpose to achieve, and that should be our goal, and that's what we are here for. And for everyone, I mean, for a child, the higher purpose may be um, getting good grades.
Right.
And for a doctor, higher purpose may be being a good doctor and achieving good outcomes. But in general, the higher purpose is also about a spiritual higher purpose. So we have a life that we have a career we build on and we become good at it. But also, are we growing inside? And that growth is another higher purpose that we, at least I have, and I think everyone should have.
I love it. So tell us, what is it about your life story that made this your purpose?
Well, I have a parallel two life stories, two journeys. One is the journey of meditation, and the other is journey of medicine. And both have been parallel, both complement each other, but there is no conflict. And that's the beauty of my journey, my life's journey. And started about the same time. I entered medical school, but I also started doing meditation just about or just before that. And the growth has been on both sides, and I really enjoy my life. And as I said, my meditation. I mean, some people say, "You are a doctor. Why? How did you get interested in meditation?" And it really makes me a better doctor.
Mhm. Yep, I can strongly believe that. I know I had major surgery. Um, I had like the disc in my neck, C3 through 7, they had to
Oh,
replace. So
yeah,
then, they I had to have surgery on from the front to the back. It was like 6, 7 hours, major surgery.
right. Yeah,
And when I got upstairs, right after the surgery, I was sitting up and I was talking, and they were saying, they had never seen anybody come out of that kind of surgery like that before, that I wouldn't be able to talk, I wouldn't be able to eat, I'd be immobile for a while, and they would just, nurses would come in and say, I have the wrong room because they saw my file and the
yeah,
surgery I had. And I strongly believe that it was because of the mindset and the energy that I went into the surgery with
hmm.
that affected the outcome. You agree?
Well, I will give you an example of one of the my patients who came to me and was supposed to have a big surgery, urology surgery, and he gave me a book and said, "I want you to read this before my surgery." And that was a book on positive imaging by Reverend Vincent Peale. And I read the book and I didn't understand. It's a great book about positive imaging, not just imagining or thinking. It's positive imaging. And so he had his surgery, very good outcome. And then one day he told me why he gave me the book. So 1 week before this surgery, he will lie down and image that he is lie down on the surgery table and I'm doing the surgery and everything is going on. So he was controlling the whole uh, like operating room, or I call it inner theater, as I mentioned earlier to you. And he had a great outcome. So
Right.
I will agree with what you are saying. If you go in with positive attitude, if you go in with positive energy, and if you go prepare yourself well, not just by taking a shower and other things for the physical body, but the inner strength, then you should have a better outcome.
I love it. Now, here's the golden question here on High Performing Coaches, and that is the person your purpose to serve crosses your path, and it's your one and only opportunity to make a lasting impact on their lives. Talk to them right now. What would you?
I'll tell them, come and be partner with me, stay with me, and then continue on.
I love it. I love it. Now, all the impact and greatness of this interview, definitely want people to be able to continue the conversation with you. So tell us a little bit about the app that you have. Tell us a little bit about your book and how to get in touch with
So the book is Journey from Life to Life,
you.
and this is available on Amazon. And it's about a journey. The whole point is that if you go on a vacation, you plan to the last detail. You take your ticket, you book your ticket, you book your hotel, you pack your, if you are going to a beach vacation, swimming trunks and everything else. But when it comes to what happens after death, you leave it to belief or God or someone else. And this book, excites you or incites you or encourages you to think, what can you do about it? I mean, one thing definitely you can do is live a good and happy life
Hmm.
and successful life. Because if you don't live a good, successful, and happy life, but it's unlikely that your journey beyond that is going to be wonderful. So then there are routines and meditations you can do to figure out what happens at the time of death or after death. And then it goes and talks about infrastructure, spiritual infrastructure, and how we exist and how we can live successful life. Five pillars of success is there, that is ancient but it still applies. And then it goes through the whole process of what can happen or happens after. So that's the book. The app is more practical and for people, and it is Relax, RELAXX. There are two X there, and it is available on relax.org on website. You can have a link, or you can search in App Store or Google Play Store. And I think people will love it. We talked about body, mind, and the flame of consciousness. So it goes into the details of that.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for the impact that your team are making on the world. It's much needed. Um, just studying about these things and practicing these things on some level in my own life and the life of my family, it definitely makes a difference in our day-to-day function. I really enjoyed the interview on today, and I look forward to seeing the app and the Relax logo everywhere I look. I'll be sure to share it with my audience. I'll be sure to make sure that the link to that is below this interview so that people can access it. And I look forward to networking with you again real soon. So let's not stop the conversation. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, I will continue to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you, everyone, for being a part of High Performing Coaches. And thank you, Dr. Krishna, for spending time with us on today, giving us the value of what you have and what you offer to the world.